gon' lost on these new clones. Then she asked for a loan. Had to laugh, then I told her get gone. Gon' get that me on. Ain't no give me not a thing. So I spend 90K on my range. You can see all my pain in my watch. Got my ex down and walking around with my hand on my. Cause I'm popping and I know you not. And I know you see just how I'm living. You're not happy with life, so you rockin' Reeboks on treetops, getting guap. Got a big band, it's like Sasquatch. Every time you see it, with a no, it's top
I got
notch.
that chicken to golf. A lot of these boys lost. They broke. They think it's my fault. No call. I want that.
Welcome in, everybody. It's the coach, and you're tuned in to Madden 19 on EA Sports. Straight ahead, second-year man Mitchell Trubisky and the Chicago Bears go head-to-head against Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers. With that, let's get up to Green Bay, Wisconsin. Standing by for the call from venerable Lambeau Field, here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
We are at the oldest continually operating stadium in the NFL as you get a look inside Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. We all know this community lives for its Packers, and the green and gold came out of the tunnel a short time ago, and it was loud. We are ready for football, so are they, as the Packers get set to match up with the Chicago Bears. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis, happy to be with you. And, Charles, we've got two teams who know each other extremely well. These division games, they tend to be battles.
People scout like crazy in this league, but no one scouts more than within the division. Because if you win your division, you're automatically in the playoffs. That puts extra emphasis on these games, and they can't wait to get at each other.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. So here comes the Packers offense now onto the field. It'll be Aaron Rodgers under center, who was drafted by the Packers back in 2005 in the first round, now in his 14th year with Green Bay.
And a case can be made that Aaron Rodgers is changing the way you play quarterback in the NFL. Instead of just precision and timing, he's able to take a play and extend it even when it doesn't need to be and go for the bigger play downfield rather than short, easy, effective throw.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
319!
The first carry here for Ty Montgomery. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. And now the offensive starters for the Packers.
Out wide is Davante Adams, named an alternate to his first Pro Bowl in 2017. And how about this for a surprise? 22 receiving touchdowns over the last 2 seasons. That's the most of anyone in the NFL. That's right, anyone. Davante Adams taking advantage of opportunities.
They go play action for Montgomery, and now Rodgers rolling to his right. And avoids the contact by sliding. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. He's got his target, it's Cobb. And he'll have it past midfield. Oh, it's a gain of 20 and picking up the first.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and leave.
It's so hard, your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
How How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
On first down, Rodgers. It's caught outright by Graham. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. A first red zone opportunity now for the Packers. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. And the big meat on the D-line, we'll see how they do today.
And I'd hate to be an offensive lineman having to deal with these guys. They come in hungry, mean, and confident. They think that no one can block them.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Montgomery back to the ground. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
They'll run for it with Montgomery. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Ty Montgomery punching it in from a yard away. And the Packers have taken the early lead. That's just a solid, methodical drive to start this game.
And how about how it culminated? Doing exactly what they wanted to do, getting the ball downfield, and then running it into the end zone. I'm just telling you, partner, when you run it in rather than throw it in, that hurts a defense psychologically a heck of a lot more.
On is Mason Crosby for the point after. Crosby connects on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it was all capped on the touchdown run by Ty Montgomery. Crosby on now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. Leading them out at QB is the former North Carolina Tar Heel, Mitchell Trubisky.
I remember sitting down with Mitchell Trubisky before a preseason game in 2017. They were in Nashville to play the Titans. It's the first time I'd sat with him. And there was a seriousness about him, guy that you could just tell cared only about ball, cared about the task. And I remember thinking, I don't know if he's going to be a great quarterback or not, but he's going to make a great effort towards it. And I did love what he did on the field his rookie season.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Trubisky will throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Burton. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. And with this offense, one guy to key in on defensively is Kevin White.
Had to battle injuries at the start of his career, but boy, he's ready to fulfill his promise. An absolute beast downfield.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. On 2nd down, here's Trubisky. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Sims. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Here on first down. Always able to outmuscle it. A good pickup there at 22.
I have no crystal ball up here. I can't truly see into the future. But if they don't start getting some pressure on him, make him move around a little bit and do something with the receivers to, you know, change up their timing, they're just going to get shredded as we've seen so far. Right now, they're off to a blazing start.
Yeah, and you are right. He looks way in the pocket.
Yeah, there shouldn't be a pillow back there for him, all right? If as a defensive guy, they've got to dump him on his backside a few times, shake things up.
Yeah, they're going to need an in-drive adjustment here on this first series. So, again, from the 39, this time from the other side of the field. Here's 1st and 10. Here on first down. He'll buy some time right. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. And let's get a look at the Green Bay defense.
A 4th-rounder back in 2012 out of Iowa, Mike Daniels has been about as good a 4th-rounder as you could hope for. A strong defensive tackle, named an alternate selection to the Pro Bowl after the 2017 season. Why? Ability to play the point of attack, and also get upfield and spill plays in the backfield.
On 2nd down, Trubisky. Now the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A Chicago first down, the former Jag Allen Robinson on the catch from Trubisky. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. Now Trubisky on first down. Shaheen, the tight end, on the right side. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Trubisky. This will be caught inside the 10. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Kevin White, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. Cody Parkey is on now for the point after. Parkey with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And the end result is a Bears touchdown. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Now Jones. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Green Bay's offense trots back on the field, and they have a new head coach as of this week, at least interim-wise. Mike McCarthy fired after the loss against Arizona, and that was the big story. The other story, they're 4-7-1 right now.
Unbelievable, because we all thought this would be a playoff team when the season ended, and you kept waiting during the year for them to make their move. Never could find their footing, couldn't win on the road, and then finally losing at home to Arizona. That cost Mike McCarthy his job. Only the second time in franchise history have the Packers removed a head coach during the season. But what a run Mike McCarthy had. Won a Super Bowl, 8-10 win seasons in his 13 years. He'll go up there with Lombardi, Curly Lambeau, Mike Holmgren as top of their coaching tree.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
On second down, Montgomery. He'll take this up just shy of the 40. Excellent display of footwork on that run. 8 yards on the run there, and that leaves him with third and just a couple. Getting the sense, Charles, are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far is working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best. The Bears have put an extra defender in the secondary on third down.
Yep, they're in the nickel. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And an alley to run. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. From midfield, here's Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Rodgers. And that's going to be incomplete. Geronimo Allison, the intended target. Third down here.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
319
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And Graham's got it over the middle. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 2 former All-Pros connecting. Rodgers finding his tight end, Graham. Packer first down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
A couple of first downs have them to the 40 now on 1st and 10.
319.
Rodgers now on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
319.
Rodgers will try again on 2nd down. The left side throw complete to Adams. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. The Packers on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This time it's 3rd and 3. Rodgers going to give this one to Montgomery. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. He needed 2. He got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard.
This team doesn't mind running the ball in any situation, and I thought he was going to get the first down the way the play developed, but the defense closed in and stopped him just about a yard short.
So on now for the Packers is their all-time leading scorer, Mason Crosby. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. And Crosby puts it through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. For the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
After the made field goal, now Crosby will do the kickoff duties. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Charles, the Chicago Bears, a disappointing loss last week to the Giants. You were in the broadcast booth for that one. It was a crazy finish, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because the entire first half, the Bears controlled the game, but never were able to extend their lead to take full control, and the Giants hung around and made a lot of plays in the second half. Game got to overtime before the Giants finished them off, but still, not all was lost for the Bears. They still lead Minnesota by a game and a half. Everyone else in their division lost on Sunday, so they're still sitting in control of the NFC North and is likely to get Mitchell Trubisky, their quarterback, back for their game against the Los Angeles Rams on Sunday night.
First carry now for Jordan Howard. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Mike Daniels makes the tackle.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
When you think of Mike Daniels, you think of strength. Hard to knock off the football, but surprising quickness and ability to move and evade people. How about that play there?
Well, he can squat 600 pounds, so that's how he caught people's attention coming into the league, and he caught our attention right there. On 3rd down, Trubisky finding Gabriel complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Trubisky to Gabriel there for a Bears first down.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Trubisky will come up here 1st and 10, and he's completed all 7 of his passes thus far. Trubisky with the give to Howard. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. He makes a wonderful play there off the corner, protecting his side of the field.
Oh, that reminds me of the great defenses of old, doesn't it? The Pittsburgh Steelers, steel curtain. They would not let you get on the field if you could only do one thing. You had to be a complete guy, and you had to be able to tackle.
Now, I know I've said this before, but you know I wasn't alive when the steel curtain was played. I know them, but I just want to let you know I wasn't alive.
I'm going to keep peppering that in there, and one of these days...
This is caught inside the 15. Trubisky hitting Robinson for a big one, 48 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there, partner. I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, here's Trubisky on 1st down. And that's incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Trubisky, draw play, gives to Howard. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. 9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1.
That was a good run. This was only one of 9 guys to go over 1,000 yards in 2017. And I think you can't let him run wild here.
Where you think 100 yards, the measuring stick?
Always. That is the threshold. You want to keep him under that if you want to play good defense.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. From the gun, it's Trubisky. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Kevin White with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Bears are in for 6. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
Parkey adds the extra point, and the lead is now 14-10. So that one, an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards, and it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. Now Jones. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Over the middle, complete. That's Graham. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set them back for 2nd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
A play fake to Montgomery. Now Rodgers. Trying to get it to Cobb, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Onto the field now come the Bears. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start with a give to Cohen. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. They run play action for Howard. Now Trubisky. He's going to sling this deep downfield. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
Well, not that we had any questions, but it's obvious his arm does not hurt today, does it? He does not mind slinging it around.
He is firing that pigskin around the yard.
Yeah, putting it deep downfield, taking shots. Unsuccessful there. But I like his moxie.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the shotgun is Trubisky. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Trubisky now already over 150 yards through the air in the opening quarter. It's 1st and 10. Play action. It's Trubisky. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Kenny Clark forcing his way through there to drop him for a loss of a good 10 yards. Down passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. On the handoff, this is Howard. And he'll get this up to about the 40. A good positive play there, 9 yards, but still 3rd and long.
Good, strong run against the 3-4 set. And that 3-4, you've got to have your guys up front eat up a lot of blocks. The guy playing over the center, the nose, he usually has to take on double teams. But when you're able to successfully move him, you're often able to get some yardage. And that's when linebackers have to clean up and make tackles.
The Bears on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 11. Now Trubisky to throw. Looking for White on the deep ball. And this is caught inside the 5. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Mitchell Trubisky. And the Bears will extend their lead.
Well, Brandon, if we go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator, he showed us his script. Didn't show us everything now. He said, here's the script for the game. I think everything's going according to plan in a big way. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, that's about as good. That is as good as you can do, I guess. So, well done.
Yeah, well done indeed. Tremendous execution.
Now Parkey for the extra point. Parkey with the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game. So the drive there took 6 plays, and the end result is a Bears touchdown. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. This will be taken short. And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. To Montgomery to begin the drive. And he stopped immediately there. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
The look up to the scoreboard as time has run out on this first quarter. Plenty of scoring here already. We're back to Lambeau in just a moment.
The NFL on EA Sports is fueled by Gatorade, the sports fuel company.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter about to get underway with the Packers in possession of the football. They've got it 2nd and 10 to start things out.
319.
To throw is Rodgers. His throw incomplete. The veteran tight end Mercedes Lewis, the intended receiver. And now it's third down.
I think you put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender. But you also have to give your own guy a chance, too.
The Packers on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
319. 319.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And they'll get 14 yards out of it and a fresh set of downs. Rodgers hands to Montgomery. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
319.
Rodgers handing to Montgomery. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Just a yard on the run there. That's going to bring us to a 4th down.
3rd and 2, and they ran the ball for only 1 yard, and everybody's going to scream at the offense. Well, let's give a lot of credit to the defense on that play. Defensive front out leveraged the offensive line. They got more people to the football. Yeah, they won that battle in a big way, and they're forcing a big decision now by the guys on offense.
On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. And they won't try and pooch it. It's a fake. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. A big breakdown defensively there on the fake punt. Turns into a huge play and a first down. And they were right in that gray area on the edge of long field goal range, maybe too short to punt it. So the defense probably was expecting this was a possibility.
They should have been, and in most cases, what you do on defense is you go to what they call punt safe. In other words, you leave your defense on the field, prepare for them to possibly go for it, and then you just have a little bit different responsibilities. You're not really trying to get a big return. You just want to make sure you get the ball back. But they fell asleep at the switch.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I wanted to reach out of the booth and snatch that pass myself. That thing floated forever up there. I think that threw off the timing of the receiver. That's why he couldn't get his feet down even though he caught the ball.
Come on.
You know, Charles, I would have liked to have seen that.
Yeah, me too.
For you. I wanted to see you reach out and catch that.
Yeah, you've heard about my hands, huh?
They'll give it to him up the middle. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 3rd and goal. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football. And if you're going to throw it, something quick, get it out of your hands in a hurry.
They'll try to run it in. It's Williams. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And Crosby puts it through, and that'll make this an 8-point game. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
After the made field goal, now Crosby will do the kickoff duties. On the return, it's Tariq Cohen. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Bears offense led by Mitch Trubisky heading back out there. And a trio of touchdown passes so far. They've got the lead as well. All is good in their football world at this point.
And it's so much fun for our colleagues, right? Think about our producer, our director, everyone putting together these shots. When you look at me in the truck right now and hear him calling for it, give me that one, give me that one, give me that one. And we just saw 3 beautiful touchdown passes.
Now he's looking for 4. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. They begin the drive on the ground with Cohen. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Muhammad Wilkerson elevated a Temple program that was looking for players like him, and he's carried that on into the NFL. What a terrific play there.
Yeah, a nice tackle for loss for the former Temple Owl, as you said, and the 30th pick in the 2011 draft. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. This is Howard on 2nd down. Now Howard stripped. He lost the football. And this is going to be Packer football. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
And now the Packers get set to go. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that.
Toe bashed it.
Super toe.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Rodgers. And he gets it down to the 32. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. This is Cobb with a catch right side. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Rodgers to Cobb, good for a Green Bay first. A give. This is Montgomery. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to callum through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
They'll run with Montgomery. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. He'll get it up the middle. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
Rodgers now to throw. That is caught by Cobb. And it's a Packer touchdown. Randall Cobb from 6 yards away. And the Packers move back within a couple of the lead. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route ordinarily is probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. Crosby with the extra point, and this is now a 1-point game. A drive that time of 6 plays. And the result, a Green Bay score. Crosby on now to kick it away. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. Here's Trubisky to throw. Pass incomplete. On that incompletion, since we're hitting the home stretch of the regular season here, wanted to talk about some of the sack leaders on the defensive side of the football. Not too many surprises, really, if you look at the top 7 or so. Aaron Donald, he's number 1 right now, 16.5 sacks.
That just tells you the greatness of Aaron Donald, that it's not a surprise to us that he leads in sacks. Yet he's mainly a defensive tackle. Usually those guys are not on the top of the leaderboard. It's usually defensive ends and outside linebackers. Some of the other names in there, of course, Von Miller, he's 2nd, and Chandler Jones right behind him. J.J. Watt, Jason Pierre-Paul, Myles Garrett, and Danielle Hunter, all also chasing that number.
And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
The Bears on third down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Trubisky will throw. He hits White, complete. They chalk that one up as a gain of 34 on third down.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. On 1st down, Trubisky. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
The Bears on 3rd down. No problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try to run for it with Howard. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on 3rd down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right. They need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. On 1st down, they run with Howard. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Tackle made there by Nick Perry.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again, go play action, hit them over the top.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. The tackle will be credited to Jake Ryan.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
This offense has converted 2 third downs on this drive already. This is 3rd and 4. Off the play fake. Here's Trubisky. And that is incomplete.
And I feel like my man, Old Mo, momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3 and out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
Now Cody Parkey out to try the field goal. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're able to pick up the first and keep possession. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration.
I'm well aware this is not basketball, but this feels like full court pressure Never getting out of that the entire time. Just stay on top of them. With that lead, go ahead and fake it and continue to try and build on it.
Yeah, first half, as you said, you've got that lead, but they want a bigger cushion here. They're hitting the gas pedal hard and able to get them inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
A give to Howard. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Count me as a little bit surprised by what we just saw there, because this has been a pretty long drive, and normally you think that wears down a defense. In this case, looked like the offensive line let them down a little bit.
They allowed the penetration and the ability to stuff them for a loss. The Bears on 3rd down. They've been excellent, 6 for 7. This is 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, Trubisky. And this is going to be incomplete.
And that was a nice play. He knocked it away, but obviously you want the interception in this situation. You want to take away any chance that they have any decision to make on 4th down. But things happen so quickly in the end zone in this compressed area of the field that you're just happy to knock it away and not allow a touchdown.
Now Cody Parkey out to try the field goal. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And Parkey's kick is good. And that'll move their lead up to 4 now. So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
You sound like you're going negative on me,
I was.
Sounds like you're thinking the 3 is just not that good.
And people say that we're negative sometimes. So,
well, here's the deal. Getting the 3 is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
Parkey now following the made field goal to kick this one off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement. Down on the scoreboard, maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game and continuing to press the running game. Maybe you go away from him a little bit now, but the bottom line is he hasn't touched it enough to make a difference.
Well, they haven't established that running game yet. The question is, will they? Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now Rodgers. It's caught outright by Graham. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
319.
Handoff comes to Montgomery. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29. The completion on 1st didn't get much, and now the run on 2nd doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down in his play sheet, trying to dial up a big 3rd down play.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's fourth down.
These two offenses have gone up and down the field so far in the first half. Finally, I say, here's a stop on third down.
Here's J.K. Scott set to do the punting honors. Tariq Cohen is deep for the Bears. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Now a play fake here on first down. And now he'll tuck it and run. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable second and short.
So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. We're back to Lambeau following these words. A reminder coming up here at halftime, we'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first half highlights and analysis from a back and forth first half that we've seen. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. On second down, Trubisky. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. The Bears on third down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. Here it's 3rd and 2. Here's Trubisky. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment, takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. Now Aaron Rodgers and the offense heading back onto the field. He's had a solid start to this game, but bottom line is they're losing, so he doesn't care about his stats. He just wants to right the ship on the scoreboard.
He wants to actually increase his stats because he feels like if he does, that means things will get better for his team, maybe get them back into the ball game or into the lead. In these situations, I remember playing with a quarterback once where he actually ran out onto the field first ahead of everyone else just to say, guys, let's go. Try and create that energy, create that spark.
Well, so far he has 1 touchdown, 1 interception. He'll be looking for that 2nd touchdown now.
319.
On first down, Rodgers. It's caught here by Adams. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. On second down, here's Rodgers. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Graham. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
319!
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery, and he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Rodgers to throw once more. Flush to his right, and he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. Rodgers now to throw on 3rd down. He's got his target. It's Cobb. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. And we are back here. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. So the offense takes the timeout, and now we're set to get going. A couple of 1st downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down.
158!
Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Montgomery. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half. And welcome back. The offensive unit, they took the timeout, and now they get set to line up as we resume action. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down.
319
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A nice gain of 21 yards. They were in zone defensively, went with a crossing route. It's always interesting to watch that chess match.
Yeah, and I think safeties don't mind crossing routes against zone, because eventually you're going to run into their territory, and that's when they lick their chops in order to get the big hit or a play on the ball.
Offensively, nice execution to find a hole, make the catch. Rodgers will bring him up to the line, 1st and 10, and he's hit on all 6 of his throws on this drive.
319.
And again, it's Rodgers. It gets it over the middle to Cobb. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the 2nd quarter. So the offensive unit called the TO, and now we are ready to resume play. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And Crosby puts it through, and that'll bring him back within a point. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the 2nd half.
After the made field goal, now Crosby will do the kickoff duties. This will be taken very short. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone, to an abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. This one has the look of a game that could very well go down to the wire. Just 1 point separating these two clubs at the break. But they're ready for the second half, and we are too. As we'll kick it right back out to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And now we shift our attention to Kevin White. So far, he has the trio of touchdowns. Obviously, it's been a pretty good game for him.
So if this were hockey, they'd be throwing their hats out on the ice for the hat trick, right? I'm not sure exactly what you do in the NFL except applaud and continue to hope you see a little bit more of this. What a tremendous game.
You want to start a new tradition? What can we throw on the field?
I don't know.
Throw your mic out there.
A lot of fans would like that. Cut his mic off.
3 touchdowns so far. Trubisky brings the Bears up first and 10 at the 31-yard line. And we've got movement. I think this is against the Bears here. Let's find out.
False start, offense.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5.
Still first down.
A false start backs him up 5, first and 15. They go play action here on first down. And that'll be incomplete. But with that incompletion, let's have a little fun and give a shout-out to the latest 1,000-yard rusher in the NFL, Tom Brady. Only took him 19 years, but he got there.
Did you really have to go snarky there on Tom Brady? Getting 19 years to get to 1,000 yards?
We praise him on everything, the incredible career, but, man, 19 years for 1,000 yards, that's something.
What I really enjoyed was how he celebrated it. When he got there, giving the first down signal like he was Cam Newton or someone, I think even he understood, all right, 1,000 yards for me. This is kind of funny.
They had a big smile on his face. Also, he did tie Brett Favre for 3rd all-time in passing touchdowns with 508.
Not to mention, he did it in another Patriots win.
The Bears on 3rd down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This will be 3rd and 15. From the shotgun is Trubisky. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Burton. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up 4th.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
So here are the Packers now. They get set for their first possession of half number 2. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker boards?
Yeah, those two.
Rodgers now on first down. Got a man, that's Allison. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. So second in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. They go play action for Montgomery, and now Rodgers. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
One of the selling points of the in route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver, and almost on a direct shot, able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On the carry, it's Montgomery. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
So often you hear about teams trying to avoid the middle when they're working against a true 3-4 defense because the nose is so hard to move. Which side do you block him to? How do you get him out of the middle? Well, some teams will double team. Some teams have a good center that can move a guy. But if you can control him, that takes away whatever the rest of the force guys are trying to do to you, because once they get to the play, you usually overwhelm them with your own blockers, and that creates some space.
Rodgers now to throw. He'll leave it for Montgomery complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
The loss of 3 on that first down pass play, now 2nd and 13. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
The Packers on 3rd down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Now Rodgers. He's got Adams on the hook out. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 18 yards there, down to the 18 and a first down.
One of the feature points of the in route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard.
Rodgers will bring him up to the line, 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. Open here is Allison, that's complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score one touchdown,
you're
without a doubt. And so far today, he's got one, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Ty Montgomery, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Packers are able to cash in for 6. He's given him a little jolt, just gave him the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Crosby on now to kick it away. This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. Now it's Trubisky. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though. Huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. It kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
The loss of 3 on that 1st down pass play. Now 2nd and 13. They'll run it now out of the gun. Breaks through the contact. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Whenever we meet with coaches and they always talk about wanting to establish running the football, it's oftentimes with a good tight end who can control the line of scrimmage and the point of attack, and they're becoming harder to find because the colleges are giving us a whole lot of receiving tight ends, former wide receivers who can run, not necessarily block very well. In this case, though, we saw 2 tight ends on the field, both of them with the ability to block, and they ran the ball successfully behind that power set.
A good run by Jordan Howard, and now another 1st and 10. On first, they go right back to Howard. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, You are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Now Trubisky to throw on second. On the left side, a catch by White. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be third down. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
The Bears on third down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Trubisky. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Cohen. So a good spin move there before he's taken down. A nice little gain. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Out comes Ty Montgomery and the rest of his offensive mates to take over. He is hoping to find the end zone for a 3rd time, and we sit now in the 3rd quarter.
And nothing would excite him more, but I think even more so, his offensive line. Anytime you've got a guy scoring that many times, that means you've done a really nice job in front of him.
You're always giving props to the big fellas up front.
It's always a good idea. Those are some massive men.
So they tried the 59-yarder and missed it, and now this offense starts just 1 yard shy of midfield. Rodgers now on 1st down. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, what, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving day. You know, when we get together this year, when the Davises and the Gaudens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like they're drawing them up in the dirt, and so far it's working for both of them.
On the ground, it's Montgomery. He spins free. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. That good for 22 and a 1st down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. To throw, it's Rodgers. And left side here, it's Graham. 3 yards is the gain that time, 2nd and goal.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter, it's a good running back dive play.
One receiver left, three to the right. On second down, here's Rodgers. And he can't corral it. Maybe a big missed opportunity there defensively in the end zone. And now third down.
Tell you what, Brandon, if I see a dime look, if I see 6 defensive backs near the goal line, I'm changing to a running play every time.
And they had 6 there. Surprised he didn't audible at the line?
Very much so. I'm going to count on my offensive line in this situation against the lighter defensive backs and try and push it across the end zone that way.
Well, they've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on third and goal? Working from the gun, Rodgers. And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown. Aaron Rodgers with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. So a quarterback scramble, certainly a pass play, but he saw something, tucked it, and got in the end zone.
A lot of quarterbacks, when they scramble, they're scrambling to create more time to throw the ball downfield. In this situation, as you noted, he tucked it and took off. Great play by him.
Now Crosby for the point after. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. 5 plays there on that drive. And it ends with a Packers touchdown. Crosby on now to kick it away. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. They run play action for Howard. Now Trubisky. He'll leave it for Cohen, complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down. Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way. Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, Trubisky. He's going to air one out. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd. One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done. Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Now it's Trubisky. And Robinson with a big catch. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. And the key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, spectacular catch, turns into a 1st down. 1st down saves them from a 3 and out. Trubisky now nearing the 300-yard mark with still a quarter to play. It's 1st and 10. Now Howard.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 11 more on that one and another first down.
It's really come into vogue to talk about the different gaps that a defense tries to attack in an offensive line. And most of the time we're talking about blitzes. How many times have you heard double A-gap blitz? Well, where is the A-gap? It's the space between the center and the guards, either side. So when you're having a double A-gap blitz, that's two guys coming through that gap. In this situation, though, that A-gap wasn't open for the defense to exploit. The offensive line took care of it, protected it, and moved the defensive guys out of the way to allow for that nice run.
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They run with Howard. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
They go with Howard again. About 3 yards there to the 27.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. And we've got movement. I think this is against the Bears here. Let's find out.
False start, offense.
That's going to set them back 5 yards.
Still 3rd down.
And this offense back to needing 10 yards after the false start. 3rd and 10. Now Trubisky. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Trubisky now nearing the 300-yard mark with still a quarter to play. It's 1st and 10. On 1st and goal, Howard. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Jordan Howard, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Bears have cut it to within a score. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Now Parkey for the extra point. Parkey adds the extra point, and that will get him one closer. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. And finishing it off with a touchdown run was Jordan Howard. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ty Montgomery and the offense getting set for their next drive. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's coming together for you. Big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably gotten some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now Rodgers. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. A play fake to Montgomery. Now Rodgers. And his throw here's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
58.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And that is incomplete.
And that was just situational football 101 right there. Excellent decision to throw that one away. You know he would have loved to have converted right there to keep the pressure on and build on this lead. But the best play, avoid the sack, taking care of the football.
Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. So a change of possession here on the punt, and the Bears take over. Jordan Howard and the Bears offense making their way back out there. He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the 1 touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, that leads to finding a way into the end zone, and now he's just trying to do it for a 2nd time. And, of course, with that comes additional yardage.
Yeah, looking for additional yardage, and again, that 2nd score here in the 3rd quarter. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now a play fake here on 1st down. It's grabbed over the middle by White. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down. His big game continues. Already has the 3 touchdown grabs, tacking on some more yardage and a 1st down.
And how precise has his route running been in this game? We just saw him get open yet again, and he's also made adjustments as the defense has tried to really stop him.
This quarterback now over 300 yards now for the game, and time to improve on that as he's got a 1st and 10. And we've got movement. I think this is against the Bears here. Let's find out.
False start, offense.
And that'll set them back 5.
Still 1st down.
The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. They go play action here on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
Running with Howard, and they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Again, it's Howard. And the broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. A couple of first downs have them to the 40 now on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. Robinson's got it. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now at Lambeau. It's Bears football, but they trail on the scoreboard as we get set to bring you the 4th quarter. Looking to throw, Trubisky on 1st down. He goes full extension, and he's got it. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. From the red zone now, here's Trubisky on 1st down. And incomplete. He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined. But sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
2nd and 10. It's Trubisky again. Flushed out right. And the Chicago Bears are in the end zone. So from 3 scores down, these guys have fought all the way back to grab the lead. And I'll just tell people what happened when they went up 3 scores. I wrote on your paper 2 words, game over, and now I'm eating those words. I was wrong.
Little salt, little pepper, goes down pretty easily.
I will admit when I make a mistake.
Well, it looked like it was going that way. This is one of those paging Frank Reich moments, and I can't believe I just brought that up, because Frank Reich at Maryland in college did it to my Tennessee Volunteers, and that was a big reason why my team lost.
Sounds like he still harbors some pain from that game.
You know, we still got a little time to work it out with the doctor.
And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. So that effort gives him a 3-point cushion and guarantees that a field goal going forward won't beat them.
Yeah, that's really good strategy because that's all you care about. Not getting beat at this stage. At least give your team a fighting chance.
Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. Now Jones. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. Here's Rodgers to throw. He's got his man in the crossing route. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A good pickup there at 22. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Going for the deep ball. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
319!
Here's Rodgers to throw again. This is caught with a catch right side. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Rodgers now on 1st down. He gets it over the middle of the Khan. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That one goes for 24 yards. When we see another great performance like this out of Aaron Rodgers, you have to chuckle thinking that his only FBS offer was a walk-on at Illinois.
And now he's the pride of Butte Junior College, of course at Cal. And I remember watching him play at Cal, and he would run 7-on-7 drills. Angry if the ball ever hit the ground, and it didn't do it very often.
Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
319!
On 2nd down, Montgomery. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
All right, let's go, come on.
Now whistles here, flag down. I think one of the Packer linemen was moving.
False start, offense.
So that'll back him up 5.
Still 3rd down.
After the false start, sets up a 3rd and 9. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown. Aaron Rodgers taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Packers have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Extra point try now for Crosby. Crosby connects on the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. So that drives 7 plays in length. And in the end, the finishing touch, an 11-yard run. Crosby on now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Kevin White and company heading back onto the field. Let's see here, Charles. 6 catches, over 100 yards. Call that a pretty good day at the office.
And I love the accumulation. The catches, the yardage. That means he's having a pretty good impact on this ball game and really helping his team out in a big way.
Means he wants the football again, right?
And it's funny because some of these receivers are very vocal about how much they're getting it. Others are quieter, but they still let you know, give me the ball, I'm going to make a play.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. From the gun, it's Trubisky. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing. And they got it done.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there. And in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Trubisky. It's complete to Robinson. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. Looking to throw again, Trubisky. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. He has a first down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that
first.
wasn't the first option.
No, not it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Again, it's Trubisky. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Cohen. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
On first down, Trubisky. Wide open receiver complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Trubisky will come up here first and 10, and he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those three guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. From the shotgun is Trubisky. He leaves this one for Howard. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Out of the gun, Trubisky. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And we've got movement. I think this is against the Bears here. Let's find out.
False start, offense.
The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
A bad time for a false start penalty as they're backed up now for 3rd and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the right hash, this from 33. And Parkey's kick is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
Parkey now following the made field goal to kick this one off. Now Jones. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. I guess the good news as they start this drive is that they still do have the lead, Charles. If their defense hadn't been able to hold them to a field goal on the other side, they'd be down. But now it's about preserving that very small lead.
It is preserving and maybe stretching it out a little bit. Because if you're a starter on that side of the ball, I certainly hope you didn't loosen up your shoulder pads or start to cut the tape off. Because if you did it way too soon. They've got to go back out there with renewed vigor, for lack of a better term, and also a good plan. They need points, and they need them now.
Rodgers now on 1st down. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. To throw is Rodgers. Quick hitch, complete. It's Cobb. He'll be dropped shy of the 40 despite powering through the tackle. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
That was a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done. And they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were.
That's fine. Yeah.
They'll go to Montgomery to try to wind some clock. And he'll be tackled right on the midfield logo. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. So the solid run on 1st, and I would imagine no real hurry to run that 2nd down play.
No, it's all in your quarterback now. He's going to keep an eye on the play clock and bleed things down, and he's not going to let the ball be snapped until it's inside 3 seconds left on the play clock. Unless, of course, you're playing a video game, you're trying to run it up on your friend.
Nice touch. Cold-blooded, too.
319.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he's taken down inside the 30. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
When a coaching staff sees their team run the ball this successfully in the fourth quarter, they're really excited because you can plan for a running game all you want and want to press that advantage when you get it. But for the most part, it's a little bit of a surprise. And right now, they've got to keep that going, want to continue to grind out the clock because it's definitely in their favor at this stage of the game. Can they close the game out and continue to do exactly what we just saw there, and that's run the football.
They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. And now running right through him. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
That's another nice run, and I have to tell you, some of the coaches that I played for, their philosophies were always different when they see a guy running the ball well. Some of them wanted to immediately go to play action and throw it now because it's wide open. While other coaches said, you know something? Until they stop him, that big boy's going to keep getting the football. And that might be the direction that they're going to go right now.
So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
58!
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on second and goal. He's going to get it running right. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A great play there. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Packers add on to their lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments. Let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Now Crosby for the point after. Crosby with the extra point, and that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And in the end, it's capped off by a 7-yard run. Crosby on now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now Allen Robinson and company gearing up to go again on offense. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it?
Right.
Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's Trubisky looking for White on the deep ball. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Second and 10 now. It's Trubisky. Looks for White, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jones. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
That was a really nice interception. I think it illustrates the differences between playing man and playing zone. When you're in man, all you're focused on is the receiver in front of you. But when you're in zone, you're allowed to read the quarterback's eyes and go to the ball. That's exactly what happened on that play.
The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the number one thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kept it on the ground.
Montgomery on the counter, and he'll fall forward to the 29-yard line. Danny Trevathan there to bring him down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
319!
On second down, here's Rodgers. Over the middle, complete. That's Cobb. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the first. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
Rodgers gives this to Jamal Williams. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. To throw is Rodgers. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Illegal touching. Offense.
Late game, that hurts. Take the touchdown off the board.
No doubt about it, and this is where you make a great movie scene, right? Go in, rally the team. Okay, we lost points there. Let's get it back and go out and score again. Can he get it done?
So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And Crosby puts it through, and that will extend their lead even further. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a two-score game.
Yeah, let a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
After the made field goal, now Crosby will do the kickoff duties. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And this offense led by Mitchell Trubisky going to make their way back out there. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. Line of scrimmage, again, the 25, 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 12 yards on that one. It earns them a fresh set of downs. First down now, but that clock rolling. Now Trubisky on first down. He's got White here. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. The Bears moving hastily in the hurry-up offense. Now Trubisky to throw on 2nd. Toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Looking to throw, Trubisky on first down. Incomplete.
I had a coach tell me a long time ago that running a screen pass is similar to acting 101 for your offense because you've got to show something different and create extra space for linemen to chase the quarterback in order to create extra room for the receiver to catch the football and maneuver upfield. In this case, though, give a lot of credit to the defense. They communicated well. You could hear them talking to each other on the field, and they reacted and knocked it away.
Second and 10. It's Trubisky again. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches have told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Trubisky to throw again. And this one is incomplete.
And I think we'll probably see him go for it here on 4th down. No reason not to. Down a couple of scores, they have to try and make something good happen.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's going to let it fly. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Packers are going to win this football game. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that one.
They're down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
Let's go, come on.
Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. And now the Bears going to signal for another timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. So a defensive timeout, chance to regather, regroup, and get set as we resume action. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on third. To throw, it's Rodgers. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. The defense, they got a little bit of a breather. Now they're back and set as we resume play. Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for Green Bay. And he uncorks a beauty. Best of the day. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. And this one incomplete. So the clock stopped now with 20 seconds remaining. On second down, here's Trubisky. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up third down. Tried to go for the big one there on second down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Throwing once more, it's Trubisky. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Josh Jackson, and they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
Rodgers will take a knee here, and that should be all she wrote. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Packers are winners here as we say so long from Lambeau.